Paige Bueckers dives into women's basketball's explosive growth and her role in its unprecedented momentum. The Huskies have a 13-2 record and are ranked 7th in the AP Women's College Basketball Poll. The season for Paige Bueckers and the Connecticut Huskies, 13-2, was on track until a projected first overall pick in the upcoming WNBA draft suffered a knee injury. Bueckers has a troubling history as injuries have plagued her since the beginning of her collegiate career. Although it seems like a short time ago, 2021, that Bueckers led UConn to the Final Four and set assist records as a freshman, what followed after that season was a series of injuries. First, she missed most of her sophomore season with a left knee injury, and the following year, her junior season was cut short by a torn ACL. These recurring injuries could become a significant problem for her career, especially in the WNBA, where the demands are much higher and teams take note of such patterns. Although coach Gina Auriemma has confirmed that she will miss the next game against Xavier, it is not a season-ending injury. Still, the situation with his best player has to be concerning for the coach. While Bueckers recovers, she gave an interview to For the Win where she touched on several topics, including the growth of women's basketball right now, other college players to watch, and being the first college player to have her own signature shoe, among other things. Here's an excerpt from her Q&A. Why the boom in women's basketball is no fluke. Paige Bueckers highlights the growth of women's basketball at all levels, from high school to the WNBA. She attributes the sport's success to increased exposure, increased viewership, and increased accessibility, noting that whenever women's basketball is given a platform, it delivers. Fans often tune in for the star players but leave appreciating the beauty of the sport and the team dynamics, becoming fans of others along the way. I think it is important to mention that Caitlin Clark is a very important factor in this growth. As for the rest, I totally agree with the greater exposure that the media has given to women's basketball. Players to watch in college basketball. Bueckers highlights several standout players, including USC's Juju Watkins, who impressed her in a recent game. She also mentions Olivia Miles and teammate Hannah Hidalgo as a dynamic duo, and praises her own UConn teammate, Sarah Strong, for her impressive freshman debut. She is looking forward to the games against Tennessee and South Carolina, noting UConn's rivalry with Tennessee. It is worth noting that the Huskies' 2 losses this season were to Hannah Hidalgo and Notre Dame, and the other to Juju Watkins and USC. Her aggressiveness and leadership at UConn. Returning to UConn, Bueckers recognizes the balance between being aggressive and staying within the team dynamic. She focuses on finding her shot while creating opportunities for her teammates. As a leader on a young and inexperienced team, she embraces the daily challenges of using her voice, learning and growing, and finding joy in the process despite the ups and downs. NIL's impact on college basketball. While NIL, name, image, and likeness, opportunities didn't influence her decision to return to college, Bueckers acknowledges their transformative impact. NIL helps players build personal brands, form partnerships, and increase their visibility through media and endorsements. She celebrates how NIL not only benefits individuals, but also helps grow the game by giving hardworking players the recognition they deserve. Let's hope the injury doesn't keep her out too long and that she can return to full health as soon as possible. While Paige Bueckers is an outstanding player with a bright future, she has not lived up to expectations. Compared to the achievements of Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark, she still lags behind. While Bueckers led UConn to the Final Four and set assist records as a freshman and even led them to the national championship game as a sophomore, her accomplishments don't measure up to Angel Reese, who became a national champion and NCAA tournament most outstanding player in 2023. Similarly, Caitlin Clark's accolades stand out. She never won a national championship despite reaching 2 consecutive finals, but is a 3-time NCAA season assist leader 2022 to 2024, a 3-time NCAA season scoring leader 2021, 2022, 2024, and the all-time NCAA Division I scoring leader in both men's and women's basketball. For Bueckers, only a national championship could elevate her to the same level.